So hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about I don't know how to put it, but some big things have been happening within my headspace, and I wanted to discuss it and tell you where I was at in terms of my weight loss journey, and yeah, everything that's been going on, and things that I've been thinking. And obviously I have been sharing my weight loss journey with you here so far, and so I thought it was only right to be honest with you and to open up about what is going on in my life and where I'm at the moment. So if you would like to find out and listen to what's happening with me, then stay tuned. So hello, welcome back to a new video. Let me just introduce myself and say hello everybody. My name's Jodie. If you are new over here, welcome. So I do everything plus size fashion over here, along with promoting body confidence and self-love. I also am a mum, so you'll see a little bit of mum life and vlogging, day-to-day lifestyle videos. I love beauty, makeup, hair care, so you'll see a bit of that over here as well. And yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has been following me from the beginning, or not even from the beginning, but everybody that follows me and has found something special with me and enjoys watching my videos. I really appreciate all the love and the support and the kind words, and just you guys coming along on this journey of Jodie's crazy life, you know, dealing with everything, lifestyle stuff, a chronic illness, because I do have chronic illness. So, you know, people that also suffer with chronic illness that come to my videos and can really relate to what I go through on a day-to-day basis. People that I hear for the plus size fashion, it's a passion of mine. I absolutely love promoting plus size fashion because I have always been a plus size girl, and being able to dress the way you want has not always been possible for me, and probably many of yous out there. So now we have so much more available to us. I use this channel to just spread so much awareness about, you know, our body shapes and the love for dressing dressing the way you want to in the body that you have. So yeah, I'm just so grateful for you all, and I'm grateful that I get to do this. Yeah, I'm just grateful that I get to do it. So thank you so much for being here. So today I've just literally thought I'm going to turn the camera on and I'm just going to start talking, because a lot's been going on. A lot has been going on, and yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about it, tell you where I'm at with everything, and yeah, just be open and honest. And I think that that's what I've always done over on this channel. I've always been my authentic self. I've always been open, honest, and I know sometimes some of the things that I may have said in terms of talking about weight loss and stuff like that can trigger some people. So please, you know, if you are at a stage in your life where you find talking about weight loss triggering, then this is a trigger warning. Just, you know, please don't watch it if you feel that you're not in the right frame of mind. But yeah, I do want to talk about weight issues and where I'm at in terms of my life with my health and so on. I'm going to do my makeup while we're talking as well, so grab yourself a cup of tea and a few snacks if you want to, and come and join my chat. So let's get down to it. So you guys know I'm going to do my makeup while we're talking, so I'm going to put some concealer under these eyes just to get rid of these bags. So you guys know that I am on a weight loss journey, and I am, or was, shall I say, set to have the gastric sleeve. And I have, you know, you guys will know, if you followed me, you know that I was set for it, and the hospital phoned me and said, I'm really sorry, but we're gonna have to change the date because your surgeon is on holiday that day. So I'd started the liver shrinkage diet, which is a diet that you need to go on before you have your weight loss surgery. And the liver shrinkage diet is basically, there's 3 different types, which is a slim fast diet, which is you're only allowed to have slim fast throughout the day. I think 5 bottles of slim fast, pre-made slim fast, so that they ask you to have the pre-made slim fast bottles because then the measurements will be correct. And you're also allowed to have black tea and coffee with sweetener in it, and also a cup of hot water with like a broth, which is like an OXO cube, or, you know, whatever broth they suggest. So that was the slim fast diet. And then the milk diet was just semi-skimmed milk, 4 pints a day. You can have tea and coffee with your milk in, so you take some of your milk from the 4 pints and you can add that into your tea and coffee. And then also you were allowed to also have your hot water with your broth, and also on both of the days you could have 1 pot of sugar-free jelly. And there was a third diet, which was a food diet, but you were only allowed to have up to 600 to 800 calories a day. So basically, I'd started the diet on the not slim fast, on the milk diet, and they phoned me up and cancelled it because they said the date that I was down to have the surgery, the surgeon was actually on holiday. So I had to stop the diet and done it for 2 days. I had to stop it and start again the week after. So I wasn't too mad because I hadn't done it for that long anyway. So I was like, okay, fine. So then the week after, so I went a week and then I started again the week after, and I did it for almost 2 weeks, and then the operation got cancelled again. Honestly, if you have ever done this liver shrinkage diet, you know, you will know, even for the person that doesn't have food addiction or doesn't have issues with food, going without food is so hard, mentally, physically draining. It is just a whole bag full of emotions and trauma to the body. I literally felt traumatic. And so for nearly 2 weeks, I'd done the milk diet, and unfortunately it got cancelled. So I was really upset. You guys see me cry. You know, it got cancelled because the hospital doctors were going on strike. So every month they have a strike due to pay and stuff like that. And how I kind of come to terms with it was like, look, this surgery is not life-threatening for me. Like, I'm not going to die. I don't need this surgery like ASAP, or, you know, I could die. It's something that I was, you know, it took a long time for me to say, yes, okay, I'll have the surgery, because this surgery had been offered to me before, but I hadn't gone through the whole process like I had this time, because when it was offered to me before, which was many years ago, probably about, you know, 10 years ago, I said no. I'd been offered it and I said no. I'd thought about it for about a week, and then I got back to my GP and was like, no, I'm going to try it and do it myself. And so this time I'd gone a lot further into the process. And so, yeah, it was really hard for me, it being cancelled, and going through all that a bit traumatic few weeks for it to be cancelled again. So it was like a big thing for me to agree to have surgery, because surgery for me is complete last resort, like complete last resort. And the reason for me, a little bit of backstory, if you have just jumped onto this video and you've seen something about weight loss and you wanted to hear about it, the backstory for me in short was I had finally agreed to have weight loss surgery because I felt like I'd reached my limit of going on endless diets and trying to lose weight. And although I had lost weight previously in previous years, like it always came back. And I've got severe problems with my knees, and I need to have 2 of my knees replaced. So I need to have a knee replacement on both knees. And my surgeon said he wasn't willing to touch my knees until I'd lost a considerable amount of weight. And so he wrote to my GP and said he would like me to be referred to have weight loss surgery to help me on my way to be able to get the surgery for my knees. So, having a knee replacement, I know, and I've heard from people that have had it, it is like big surgery, because, you're going to be immobile for quite a long time. And so, yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm willing to consider this now. This is an option, because I feel like I've run out of options, and I feel like at the time I feel like I can't do it. Also, I have I have a problem in my brain, around my brain, where fluid builds up around my brain. It's like a hypertension, and I've had to have my spine, basically the fluid drained from my spine to help with the fluid that builds up around my brain, which affects my eyesight, gives me headaches, and so I take medication for that. So, keeping all that in mind, my neurologist had said that if I lose, quite a bit of weight, this issue could disappear. Not 100%, but it could be a factor. Weight is always a factor for everything, if you guys didn't know. And so this is what really kind of spurred me on, and which made me come to the decision, well, okay, I'm going to go for the weight loss surgery. So here I am today, and I'm, my surgery was booked, and again, my surgery got cancelled because the hospital doctors were going on strike. So after 2 weeks, nearly 2 weeks of doing the liver shrinkage diet, they cancelled it. I was so traumatic, but I did come to the realization, look, it's not life-threatening. There's probably a lot more people in worse situations that have had their surgery cancelled, and it's life-threatening. So, I need to bear in mind that I'm not going to die tomorrow. Well, I hope God that I'm not, but no health-related things, hopefully, is not going to kill me tomorrow. And so there are people with cancer and stuff like that need the surgery ASAP. So that made me come to a realization, okay, Jodie, I know it's really upsetting, but it will be rebooked and you'll have to go again. So a few weeks later, I'd asked them, what do I do? Because I've been doing this weight loss liver shrinkage diet. What do I do? So they said, go back to eating like normal, and then we'll get back to you with another surgery date, and then you'll go again. And so that was really hard, like just even thinking about having to start it all over again and do 4 weeks. Anyway, a few weeks later, I got a call, and my surgery got rebooked, and then I had to go back on the liver shrinkage diet. So I started the liver shrinkage diet. I was doing okay, and then I said to you guys in a vlog, I am finding it so difficult. Like, I really wanted something to eat. I was finding it more difficult this time than the time that I'd done just before. My head was like really in it. I was like really focused. And I was just like, yes, I'm doing it. And I feel like because I'd been broken down a couple of times, it made it feel a bit more harder this time. Anyway, so I continued doing it, but then I contacted the hospital and said, look, I need to eat something. So can somebody call me back and, excuse me, can somebody call me back and can somebody please let me know if I can go on the food diet, you know, like restricted, you know, calories, even if it's 600, 800, whatever it is, can I please do that? So somebody did call me back, and it was the nurse, and she said that someone would call me back and give me the details on how to eat while I was in the up and coming weeks to surgery. So that's where I was at. Then at this point, I started to feel like, I don't know, I started to think about things, and I started like looking up on YouTube about, you know, the body. So I stumbled across a video on YouTube with a lady called Dr. Mindy, who was talking about the benefits of fasting and the human body, and just talking about the way our bodies are made and stuff like that. And I just found it really interesting. So I started watching it, and then I started watching other stuff like that was related to this video, and talking about the human body and how the world has changed so much over the years, and how we overconsume food, and the food that we buy from the store, from the supermarket, in packets that have all these different ingredients in it, and how much of it do we know what that is. And I came across another video that was talking about our illnesses that we have in our bodies today. And like I said, I have like a lot of illnesses, and I take a lot of medication to help. And I was listening to another guy, I can't remember what his name was, but he was talking about the food that we consume and how it affects the illnesses that we have today. And I just came to this realization that, you know, even if I have this surgery, it is gonna help me to lose weight, to obviously get to a point where I can have my knees done and stuff like that. But am I getting to the root core of what is going on with me, my eating and my life? And realistically, no, it isn't. Like, although, like, I'll say that, you know, when you are having weight loss surgery with the NHS, it is a long process. It is not something that anyone will say is the easiest option out, because having surgery is not the easiest option out. It is hard. And even though I haven't had the surgery yet, just to get to where I am has been a long road of therapy, weight loss management courses, appointments after appointments, you know, having tests done to my body. I've had so many things that I've had to get through, just to get to this stage. And I know that having a surgery, like, it's just the beginning. Like, having a surgery, it is mentally hard, physically hard. So anybody that thinks like, oh, I have weight loss surgery, or anyone that thinks, oh, you know, they're having a weight loss surgery, they took the easiest way out, no matter what way you do it, it is hard. And nobody really, you know, I don't feel like anybody has the right to tell you that, oh, you know, that's easy, or you took the easy way out, because it isn't. You know, everybody has their own journey and their own difficulties, and people should respect that what one person might find difficult, another person might not, and vice versa. And so I think it's really important to respect people's journey and respect you know, what they're going through. I know everybody has their opinions on stuff, but until you are in that person's shoes, you really do not know what, like, holistically is going on with them mentally and physically. So I personally try not to, you know, I try not to have too much of an opinion on other people's life, if I'm honest. But I do love to, you know, watch people's experiences on many different things and learn people's perspectives and get that information and take what I will from it. But I just feel that it's really important not to judge. And so, you know, for me, I'd sat there and I'd come to this realization. I'd watched so many videos and I started to get really intrigued by the, you know, the concept of what I'm putting in my body. Like, how is that helping me? Or what could, well, not what could, but what I've put in my body probably has contributed to a lot of the illnesses that I have today. Not all, but probably a big percentage has contributed to where I'm at today. And so, yeah, so basically I, you know, started to think that, Jodie, you are so strong. You have been through so much in your life. Like, oh God, I could write a book of the hardships, the ups and the downs, but the wisdom and the knowledge and the strength that I have gained through all the things that I've been through in my life is just, I mean, I probably wouldn't want it any other way because it's made me the person I am today. But something definitely has clicked in my head, and that Jodie that is strong, that is powerful, that believes in herself has come back, has switched back on. And, you know, I started to think to myself, I need to work on myself. I want to do this for myself. And, you know, I just started to think that I want to think about what I'm putting in my body. And I want to have this journey one more time by myself. And so I haven't cancelled my operation, but I have postponed it because I really, really think that I have the power to overcome my whole life of having such a bad relationship with food and turn things around. Like, I really feel that I can do it. And maybe, I don't know, I needed this to snap me into where I'm at right now. But I do feel that I am ready to do this journey, and I have the power, no matter how strong it is, and it's going to be, I have the power to change my life around. I really think that the food that I'm putting in my body has massively had a big impact into my mental state and also my physical state. And so I've decided that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take you guys along, and I'm going to do this on my own. And this isn't a diet. This is a whole lifestyle change that I am going to do for myself. And that is nothing against anybody that has had weight loss surgery or is waiting for weight loss surgery, because we have to take the path that we think is right for us. And like I said, I haven't cancelled my operation. I postponed it because I just feel like I need this time to really think carefully and work really hard on myself. Because although I've had therapy and I've done weight management course, I don't think I took it to this level that I'm at right now. And so I have this newfound power or willing in myself to push myself to fight to a more healthier me. And so yeah, I felt like it was just really important for me to come on and talk to you guys about it, because yeah, it's something big that's happening, and obviously you guys have been waiting to hear from me, and you have all been spurring me on with the you guys have all been spurring me on with, you know, the liver shrinkage diet and stuff like that, and you all rooting for me. And I hope and pray that you all understand my choice to postpone and to try one more time changing my life around on my own. I feel like the operation on my knees is going to be so massive that having weight loss surgery is like another big thing as well. And I know that comes first before my knees, but if I can try and do this for myself, then, you know, having my knees operated on, and because I need to have both of them and I can't have them both at the same time, is one less traumatic thing done to my body. And so yeah, like, I've started working on myself. I'm still losing weight. This week I lost 3.5 pounds. As it stands, I have lost nearly 3 stone already. I know some of that would be down to the liver shrinkage diet, but it is also down to my willpower and my hard work within myself, and really pushing myself to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, if that makes sense. And so yeah, I'm really excited for my future. I'm really excited to take you guys along, and I really hope that maybe this video will help just one person feel less alone in their journey, inspired maybe, whatever it may be. I hope that this video will help somebody, because I know what it feels like, because I'm living it. And I've lived like this my whole life, just being up and down, just always having the weight of this on my head, on my shoulders. And I'm not trying to be skinny. I'm not trying to be like, it's actually, I don't actually care what I look like. It's what I feel like in the inside. And if I can mentally get myself better and physically make myself feel fitter and more healthier, then I'm winning. And so far, like, I already am starting to feel stronger, and my body's starting to really, you know, I'm starting to really push myself. And as uncomfortable as the feeling is, every day feels better and better. I haven't managed to push myself to physically exercise because it's so painful, living obviously with arthritis, fibromyalgia, and the problems I have with my knees. Like, moving my body really does hurt. I've managed to do one little walk, which was like around the block where I live, but eating wise, I have massively changed my eating pattern, and also my my foods that I'm eating. And so not completely massively change the food that I'm eating, because the food that I'm eating is the food that I would normally eat, but I've changed in terms of I'm not eating all of the foods that are not good for my body. So I'm trying to think about food as in, how is this going to help my body? So I want to enjoy my food. I want to eat food that I'm enjoying, but at the same time, I want to know that what I'm putting in my body is nourishing and helping my insides. For me, I feel really strongly about it, and something has clicked because I lost both my parents. My mum died suddenly at 60, and she had so many health problems. She was also a big lady, and that was so traumatic for me. And knowing about my mum's health problems and her suddenly dying at 60, and my dad also passed away just 2 years before her, also of health problems that some were related to food, really makes me feel that I need to change my life around now. I'm hitting 40 in a few weeks, November the 3rd, and this is the time for me to make a difference to me, my life, and my children's life. Like, I want to be here longer. I want to live longer than my mum and dad. I want to live. Like, I'll say definitely, if I'm completely honest with you, I, for a long time, never thought about the future, in the sense I never thought about life and about me. And I never felt like I want to live. After I lost my mum, I really massively mentally and physically lost a big part of me. I mean, still every day, like, it's still like, to my body, the thought that my mum's no longer here and I'm here on this earth without any parents. And I have brothers, but you know what brothers are like. They get married and they go off to their wife's family. And so I, for a long time, pretty much felt quite lonely. And going through a divorce and splitting with my children's dad, I honestly lost the plot, and mentally I couldn't cope, and I never really looked for the future. I kind of just lived every day as it's another day. But I have worked so hard on myself to get myself back to, or not back to, but I've worked so hard to get me to where I am today. And I'm not back to Jodie before. I'm new, improved 1.0 Jodie, new experiences, newfound strength. And I've gone through so much more than the Jodie before. And I really feel at a stage in my life where I'm so happy and I'm so looking forward to the future. And I definitely say that is definitely down to meeting a new love, and falling in love again and feeling like somebody loves me unconditionally for me. And I just want to spend as many days as I can living with him and raising the children, and also when they grow up and hopefully get married and have kids, but also for me to have a future with my partner. And I look forward, and sometimes I say to him, I feel like we met each other too late in life, and I know everything has a timing, and it was the right time for us to both meet each other. Like, he feels like he wish he met me earlier, but it was just the right timing. It was like fate. And it has really, really helped me grow. And I feel like I give so much love, especially to my children. I give out so much love, and for a long time, although my children love me, um, you know what kids are like. They moan about everything, and they're at that stage where they just don't really understand. And it's when you get to an adult kind of age that you really appreciate your parents and really show that love. And so, they'd always moan, oh, if I ask, can you do this? But having somebody that is choosing to be there for you and do anything for you, and when I'm at my weakest or when I'm at my most fragile, somebody to put their arms around me and just know, is just, it's just beautiful. Like, I feel emotional even talking about it, because I just feel so lucky to have been able to meet somebody again at this age and feel the love that I do, and feel that I can be strong but also be very vulnerable. And so yeah, I'm so grateful. So I feel like this is the time for me, when I'm feeling the most love and feeling the most powerfulest, to do this for myself. And I'm not doing it for anybody else but me, because I want to live longer. I want to feel free in my body. I want to feel like I can move without so much pain. I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to go places and be able to walk and not worry that I'm not going to be able to do that. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and be spontaneous. And that's something that, I haven't been able to do because of my health problems. And so, I'm just hoping that this video will do something for someone else, and I hope that you guys can all understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys are not so mad at me for telling you guys I'm on this liver shrinkage diet, and and waiting for me to get to the operation day, and then bam, I'm like, I'm not doing it. So I just decided a few days ago to come off the liver shrinkage diet, about a week ago, shall I say. So I've been off the liver shrinkage diet about a week, and I am eating again, but I am fasting. So let me tell you what I'm doing. So I'm actually fasting for about 15 hours a day, which is not so bad when you think about it, guys. And I feel like my massive problem was eating in the evening. I definitely think a big part of my weight gain is because I used to snack at night. Like, I would do all the bits that I need to do in a day and get the kids sorted, and then as soon as it become evening, everybody's in bed, I would then think, oh, I want to have something to eat, and then I'd have something else, and then it just all every day, every night would just go out the window. And so I've turned myself around in the sense that I'm now not eating in the evening. I stop eating at the latest at 7 p.m. and I skip breakfast because I'm not a breakfast person anyway, and it's not important for us to eat breakfast, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I skip breakfast, and then I will start eating around 12 o'clock midday, and then I'll have like a window that I eat in. So if I start eating around 12, then maybe I'll stop eating at 6, so that gives my body enough time to digest the food. And then 7 o'clock, that would probably be my last time that I'll have a cup of tea with some milk in it, and then I'll start a fast from 7 p.m. all the way until the next day. And this is helping my body just be able to digest all the food that I've eaten throughout the day. And there's such a big thing about letting your body sort of recover from the food that you've eaten throughout the day. And fun fact that I didn't know, that your gut is basically the first protocol like within your body. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but this is what I've been researching and looking up. But your gut kind of sends out all the kind of acids and whatever it needs to send out to other parts of your body. And so your gut is so important. It is probably one of the most important things in your body. And if you're not giving it enough time to do its thing, and you're constantly putting in foods that are not good for your body, it's then having to kind of, you know, work and try and get rid of whatever it needs to get rid of, and then it stores whatever it doesn't in it, then stores as fat. So I'm not really like, I don't know how to kind of relay the information that I've gained, but there's so much information about, you know, the gut and what we put in it, and how and how fasting really benefits the body. I will leave some links for the videos that some videos that I found really interesting that talk about the benefits of fasting, and even if it's just fasting like throughout the night and just kind of, you know, taking it into the next morning just to help your body. It is so interesting, and there's so much research about it. It's not something that somebody just made up. A lot of studies have been done, and there's a lot of factual research that shows that fasting is very, very really good for the body. And one thing that really got me, that I was meant to be doing my makeup in this, but it hasn't turned out like that. One thing that got me was one thing that I'd listened to Dr. Mindy say, was our body was created in such a way, you know, when man first was like evolution, when man first was on this earth, the body was made in a way that, you know, we would crawl into our caves at night, go to sleep, and then when daylight hit, we would then wake up, and then our body would then start getting ready to to go and hunt for food, because, you know, there was no fridges and there was no shops that people, so our body was made in a way that we would have all these different mechanisms and things that go on in our body, so that we were able to hunt our food, then we would feast on our food, and then we would fast because there would be no food left over, and then you would have to obviously go to sleep, and then you would then have to get ready to go and hunt again. And our body was made to live like that. And so fasting isn't such a bad thing. And a lot of people are like, oh, you can't fast, it's starving yourself. It is not starving yourself. And yeah, there's so much research shown about it, but it is really, really beneficial for the body. And I know some people probably will not believe it or whatever, and everybody has a right to their own opinions, but just go read the facts and just listen to it. You know, you can make the decision up for yourself. But for me, I personally think that it is going to have such a big, healthier impact in my life, and so that's what I've started doing, and I feel really, really good for it. And so I've decided that I'm gonna take you guys along on this journey. I will be doing days where I'll show you how my day is going, and the way I wake up in the morning, to, you know, what I drink and eat, maybe giving you an idea of the food that I'm making for myself. And I will also be open and honest and show you my weight if that's something that you would like to see. And I've done measurements of myself, which I didn't film, but I'm happy to do the measurements again and start that little section with you. If you guys would like to see it, then do leave a comment down below. Let me know if you would like to see this content. Tell me what you would like to see, and hopefully I can bring it and do it for you, but I'm happy to do measurements. I'm happy to do weights, like in terms of weighing Mondays, where I weigh in with you guys. I am happy to show my food. I'm really hoping that me being open and transparent will help anybody out there that is, struggling, who just needs something to help them on their way. Then yeah, I just hope that maybe this will help, and I hope that I won't get too much hate or too many people upset with me for starting something that I've changed, because it is okay. It's okay to change your way, and like I said, you are you. And don't let anybody in your family, friends discourage you. If you feel that you're doing something that's right for you, then you do it, because you are the only person that you need to answer to. It doesn't matter what anyone else says, as long as you feel that you feel that what you're doing is right, then you do you. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living my truth and I'm doing me. And you know what? Like, at the end of the day, we may fail, we may not, but whatever the outcome, at least you know that you did what you wanted to do. And that is exactly how I live my life. And I try myself not to judge other people in their lives, because, at the end of the day, everybody does things for a reason. Whatever the reason it may be, we need to understand that everybody that shares a piece of their life, maybe it be on social media, you still will not see the whole of what is going on with that person's life and where they're at. So there may be decisions, or there may be things that they do that you may not understand, and you may want to judge them for it, but you need to then take a step back and realize that actually you do not know the complete ins and outs of the reason why this person has made this decision. And although it may not make sense to you, it definitely makes sense to that person. And so so for me, just be very mindful when judging people, because, and I speak on this because, if I'm honest, I went online the other day and I came across a website that, I'm not going to say what it was called, but I came across a website where people had created, and they were slagging off influencers and people. And I know it happens, but I just found it very sad that people were doing that, because at the end of the day, we all have these thoughts that, okay, well, why is that person doing that, or like, does that even make sense? But I don't know, for me, it doesn't affect my life. Like, if somebody is doing something that I don't like, I might look at it and maybe pull a funny face, and I may be like, oh my god, why are they doing that, in my head. But I wouldn't go out of my way to say hurtful things, or I just wouldn't go out of my way, because that is just me. I just don't feel like I need to project that negative energy on anyone or for anything, because I just don't think it's needed, because you don't know the full story of why somebody's doing what they're doing. You just know what they share. And yes, I know that we all come onto social media and share parts of our life, but it doesn't mean that people have the right to slag people off for something that they see that they may not agree with. They can have their own little kind of slagging match in their head, but I just don't think it's really needed. But that's me. So yeah, I am very worried about putting this video out, because I'm worried about what people will say, because it's a natural kind of reaction when people are mean, or like say upsetting things when they don't know the full story of why somebody's doing what they're doing. And even though I'm explaining to you I'm doing this for these reasons and you guys may have a different opinion, there are also maybe, you know, many other underlying things that maybe I haven't articulated because I don't know how to, or I don't feel comfortable, or I didn't realize are underlining kind of things that have made me get to this decision or made me do something that I've done. So I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but yeah, there's always something behind something, and we may not agree with it, but it's life. Everybody lives their own life. So yeah, so that's kind of why I was a little bit apprehensive about doing this video, because I was just like, oh my god, how much hate, or what are people going to say about it? But I'm living my truth, and I hope by me doing this that it will kind of make you see that it's okay to be you, and it's okay to do what you want to do in your life, regardless of people that will have their opinions on you. At the end of the day, you came in this world alone. You as long as you've got loving and good friends around you, that's all that matters. Don't worry about the haters or anybody else who, you know, who doesn't think that you are strong enough or worthy enough to get or to do whatever you want to do in your life. As long as you believe in yourself and you keep doing and living your truth, then that's all that matters. So with that said, I think I've kind of touched up on everything that I wanted to say. This video is like 35 minutes long. I am not going to edit it. I am literally just going to put it out as I have just spoken to you guys, because I want it to be completely authentic, and I just want it to you know, I want you guys to resonate with what I've said. So yeah, do leave all of your comments down below, and once again, thank you so much to everybody that shows so much love to me and support. I really do appreciate it, and I feel like so lucky to have this beautiful little community here on YouTube. I will be back with some more hauls very soon. I took a week off because, well, maybe a bit longer than a week, just because from my last vlog, I kept feeling like I was putting myself into mini flares, and I started to feel really unwell. I'm still really achy, sore and hurt, and so I don't feel 100% myself to get ready and start putting clothes on and off. Like, it feels like it's just going to be a bit too much for, you know, just my physical movement, and yeah, I'm just feeling not really up to it. So that's why I kind of have taken off. It's been a week. Yeah, it's been a week since I did a last haul, but yeah, I will get back to it, and you will see some more hauls coming up, as well as some vlogs. I haven't vlogged this week, but I will get back to vlogging because I know that you guys are enjoying my vlogs. Literally just turn the camera on as and when I remember and come and talk to you guys, and I just shove it all together and hope for the best. And I'm so glad that so many of you are like, I love these vlogs, these little sort of into your life and just coming along with your family. And so yeah, I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying those. But yeah, I really do look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you guys do pop any questions or any concerns, or even if you want to kind of speak personally about your journey or need anything from me, you can always email me. I do pop that in the description box down below. I will also put some of the links for some of the videos that I've been finding really, really interesting and helpful for me on this journey. I will pop them down below as well, and I will try and do some content that you guys suggest. So if you suggest some content around sort of my journey or anything really, then yeah, leave them in the comments down below, and hopefully I can do that for you over the next coming months. I really look forward to seeing you in my next haul. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I hope you have a fantastic day whatever you're doing. Take care of yourself, and God bless to you all. Mwah. Bye guys.